Welcome back. I'm Ray. So let's talk about today, how to read a label for different foods and drinks. I know most of the time we're always looking at these nutritional facts, which can be helpful for sure. Me personally, before I even get to that, so you got your nutritional facts to tell you all the good stuff that's in it and whatnot. But if you move on down, sometimes it's on the side. You'll get your ingredients section. I'll put it up there. So, for example, we got coconut water. This has in it coconut water, less than 1% sugar, and ascorbic acid. That's it. Nice and pure. Loves this drink. It is great. I assume all of them are pretty similar and not having anything extra in them. But it's something good to look at. But definitely look at that. As far as the nutritional facts go, something else I try to pay a lot of attention to is the sugars. So sugars are not necessarily always a bad thing. It's just like, for instance, if you have a fruit juice, if your ingredients are pretty good and your sugars are not zero, let's say, the part that I personally care about is added sugars. There's a whole bunch of added sugars. I don't like that. It kind of causes issues. But body armor, another example. Your ingredient list is way over here. Much bigger. I'll try to put it on the screen. But it starts with water and sugar and all this good stuff. Now this one has 19 grams of added sugars. So quite a bit. But it has so much good stuff in nutrients and whatnot. If you're not drinking a whole bunch of soda and things like that, then I guess the important thing, you don't want to pile sugar on top of sugar on top of sugar. So just different choices, better choices. But the thing that I look out for especially is things like high fructose corn syrup, or any kind of fructose, I guess, that's not, like, if you have a fruit has fructose. You're eating it, that's cool. But when you separate it, it just does something weird to the body. Me lately, I have been staying away from soda. I was having kind of a bad day. I think I was just having way too much of these fake ingredients, essentially, this garbage. That's motivation. I've been having a whole bunch of brain fog and things like that. So I've been doing really good as far as being cleaner, and it's having a massive effect. I'm having a whole lot more energy. I'm a whole lot clearer. Still, a bit nervous doing things like this, but it's not so much as there's nothing in my head. I have been struggling lately. It's weird, but another example: walnuts. Ingredient list. Only thing in it is walnuts. It says it may contain traces of almond. If you're allergic to almonds, that's important to you. But the reason I bring this up, because it's walnuts. It should only be walnuts, which is kind of the point. There's a lot of foods that have a whole bunch of extra stuff. Like, for instance, the restaurants that you go to, a lot of times you'll have something like, say, chicken. It should be chicken, maybe spices and stuff that you put on, whatever. But they may end up having 10, 20 ingredients for chicken. Like, it should just be chicken, right? But that's not necessarily the case. And I know it's harder to get, I guess, an ingredient list for eating out and stuff. I mean, it's not impossible, but I mean, I personally don't do it much anyway. I eat at home, pick up my own ingredients. My wife is wonderful about all that stuff. It's just good. But that's what I do. I don't have any soda with me. I think the first ingredient in sodas, most if not all, is high fructose corn syrup. First ingredient on the list. In the way that you read an ingredient list, the first ingredient is the one with the most. That's what you have most of in the product that you're using or consuming. So if high fructose corn syrup is at the top of the list, that's the main ingredient. It has at least, I guess, 51% of, well, no, not necessarily, just the highest amount. And then on top of that, you have loads of sugar. So double whammy. You got poison and then a whole bunch of sugar on top of it. So, pay more attention to what you're consuming. Just know what you're putting in your body a little bit more. I'm not suggesting that your diet will be completely pure, especially here in the United States, because I'm not super positive that they're all being honest with everything they put in there. Not to scare you, I'm just saying that you can be more deliberate with what you consume, and it will have a dramatic effect on your body and how you feel. But yeah, that's all I kind of want to get across. See you next one.